Hey, what's going on? How's it going? Like, how are you? So I wanted to make this video while I feel pretty decent. Blah, blah, blah. This past month has been nothing but hell, and I will make videos in the future once that comes about. However, I wanted to speak about my jolliness and optimism towards 2025 and how you can prepare for that year and how you can start today without making any excuses and making next year a bit easier and better for you. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe to just get more of me because we're just gonna have a great relationship together. All right, basically 2025 is in 2 weeks. So the new year is starting, which means new economics, new job opportunities, new changes, and a new fresh feeling of you. Realistically, you do feel a whole different vibe as the new year goes on. I see obviously as a collective consciousness of feeling revitalized, feeling hopeful and things like that. But I really do think things shift, whether it be about physics or anything with science or everything, whatever, that stuff. I genuinely believe things change. Well, obviously because the planets, the stars do different things every day, different years, but you get the point. So I really want to take advantage of this. I really want to share my heart, my knowledge with other people. So with that, we should take advantage of what's going to happen, like preparing what's going to happen for us. So we should start off by top to bottom. So top, let's focus on what's most important. You would say money, I would say it's your mindset. So let's talk about our mindset. So we should take these 2 weeks to go into the deepest depths of our hearts and feelings and to work through those hard emotions so we can be at least one step forward, a bit closer to our goal by the time New Year's comes up, or really be 100% locked in because you took 2 weeks to dead ass get yourself ready and going. So basically, honestly, real shit, let me be a plug real quick. You don't have to be black or a female, but I did make a cute little self-help book. So, link in my description and here's how it looks. I will be making more for other people soon. I have been just going through lots of bullshit I'll tell you about in the future. Hell on earth, okay? Yeah, that's the hell. Actually, hell exists on earth. But that's why it's important for mindset, for me to even drain out what happened to me this year from my family members and how they've been treating me. So like I said, the mindset is important. For example, I have this type of fear that I get from people. I always think that people will essentially stab me in the back or try to use me, or more so I say physically violent with me. I don't really care nor think about the emotional or even financial context within it. What really triggers me the most is physical violence because I have experienced that, from my abusive family. So, for example, I have to write that down. Write down my personal feelings, write down what's holding me back or what's a problem that I'm having that can be released and fixed, because everyone is not going to hurt me. And I actually have never been hurt by anyone, not even once, only just by the people who are related to me. So for example, I write down trust issues. I'll write down, fear of people being violent to me, fear of people stranding me, because I had that too, right? So you have to write down that for yourself. I'm insecure. I think people will stab me in the back. I don't feel good enough, things like that. Write that shit down, clear that shit out for 2 weeks. You can do meditation, you could do prayer if you're religious. You should go out in nature more often and take time out to cut out all the phones, cut out not people in your life, but do if you need to. Meaning I'm taking these 2 hours just for me to think and be with myself. No YouTube, no Twitter, no nothing, or X, I apologize. Elon Musk, please do not strike me, I don't fucking know that nigga's gonna do. I think he's too busy making more kids, the white Nick Cannon. Well, I don't think I'm still upset. I think I'm still be like, I still have the risk of being pregnant by Elon Musk. Like the rest of you, Elon Musk, do not impregnate me. Like, what the fuck? So yeah, but basically, you have to cut out like everything and just be with yourself and no one else to help for you to like gain clarity and to know what you really want and to feel those feelings and emotions without outside environments interrupting you and skewing how you feel and how you think you should feel. How you feel is valid, and you should work, like, go towards how you feel and then work backward on like, why do I feel this way? Next, we write the good parts. We write the parts that we like about ourselves, and we write the parts that we want to, like, parts of like what we want to become. So I want to become more logically trusting, because it's obvious that I work towards my emotions, like subconsciously and consciously. I would have a hard time trusting people, right? And I would literally think people will be physically out to get me raw, and not the sexy raw either. So, you know, I will have to write out like, oh, I want to be more trusting of people. Like, think logically, like, why am I, you know, like, should I actually be like thinking like this towards a person, especially if I've just met them? I want to be back, like, I've always been outgoing. However, I haven't been talking to people up until recently, the past 3-4 months, because like people have been so mean and so distant, and I know it's not like a me thing, it's a them thing, like no personal issues here, but I did not enjoy it. I'm not talking to nobody. And so I want to go back into doing that, because honestly, I shouldn't make my life, and I shouldn't, like, people are already at a deficit. I shouldn't create a deficit in my life because, you know, I'm not receiving pleasant experiences, because people will be downright fucking mean. I'm not even joking. I'm not asking for people to smile at me, like, downright mean. And the thing is, I do always enjoy me just acting outgoing. I am outgoing, but, you know, talking to people, asking them like, how has your day been? Are you going to do anything after this? Are you going to bring me with you? Like, and so I should enjoy that part. Like, I shouldn't allow other people's emotions and interactions affect the enjoyment of me giving out. And then I'll get more enjoyment if they react neutral or positively, like I always do. And so, like, we should do that, right? And once I can move out into a location where it can sound like fucking New Orleans in my apartment or something, or my house, I'm going to go back into making music, because I make music, but I have been on a hiatus for music for like 10 years because like bullshit is going on in my life. Also, I can't like play piano and the trumpet, the trombone, and the fucking flute in my apartment. I'm sorry, it's gonna noise complaints all over the place. Even at 10 a.m., 4 p.m., it's going to be crazy work. So I'll be, you know, working harder towards giving myself a bigger space to be able to sound like it's Atlanta at 6 p.m. We're going to do some fucking hookah. So you have to do that for yourself. And next, after that, we go into the finances. That's what's important. If your mind is right, you're more likely to be more healthier. And then we write down. I recommend writing it down, but if you have to, use like Pinterest, use Fonto or Pixar to create a collage of your goals and your like the list of what you want to do, and put pictures behind it to help, you know, visualize what you want and to create more ambition and inspiration for yourself, and to make it seem to be easier to attain rather than just writing it down because I'm telling you to. Or yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, so write down your financial goals, write down unrealistic financial goals, and then realistic financial goals, and then something you can meet in the middle. And I would recommend doing some research before the year ends to see how things are going within whatever you're employed as or wanting to be employed as. And all the times you can only predict so much for economists or for the government, or just how things has been sporadic in America, but obviously all over the world. There's like a housing crisis in parts of Europe right now, so it's like shit's going on. But it's good to just hypothesize and make an infer. I'll say inferment. I don't even know if that's a word or not. I'd be making up shit, but you should infer what may happen and prepare yourself for that. And yeah, like for example, I make like a few dollars a day doing YouTube right now based on the content I'm posting and the views I'm getting, because the things I talk about can be a bit triggering and political because YouTube told me. And also when I talk about like anything with social media related or like gossip, YouTube wants to push the fuck out that video. But when I talk about things I like to talk about, I guess whatever I talk about isn't in alignment with YouTube. So I kind of like, they literally shadow ban my videos, or then like they give me a content warning or limit my monetization, which lowers my views. So I think I do pretty good for what I talk about in comparison to the views I get for, you know what I'm saying? So I think still I think it's good that I make a few dollars a day. It's better than nothing. But my goal next year is to reach like small amount, 10K by December next year, subscribers, and make at least a few $100s a month. And yeah, and obviously the biggest goal will be hit 1 million next year, make 100K a day, 100K a month. You know, middleman will be, maybe I can like get lucky, hit 25, 50K subscribers, and I can have a replacement to my art incomes that I was doing before COVID happened, because COVID fucked up my money. Who's gonna pay me $300 for some fucking furry porn? You're either not gonna pay it at all or pay someone who's charging 20 bucks or do AI art. So it's just like, so I'm pivoting what I'm doing. And yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. And also like, I know YouTube is a monopolized social media, but based off their algorithm and no one else has YouTube, like YouTube has YouTube. I know YouTube will be up for another 10 to 15 years. I know this is more of a stabilized income I can come towards and kind of lay my back on. Obviously, I'll be diversifying my income once I get to that point. But like literally, I made all my money on TikTok, and the content I used to post, I still post the same content like now, but it's like, it used to be appropriate and then now it's not appropriate, which sucks ass. And then same with Instagram. And then they started to change their algorithms. So it made working harder to get my money. And also people are doing what they're choosing to do, which, you know, Instagram and TikTok services that more than what I'm doing. Right now, I'm literally being fucking articulate about how to better your life. I'm sharing myself with you. I might get 58 views at most on this video. I don't think those social medias want to hear that. Barely enough YouTube wants to hear this shit. And then I was on Twitter, and then Twitter turned into X. I would make my money off there. And then Elon Musk implemented his new special algorithm on what he prefers to be seen. And that is not in alignment with what I make. And I don't want to like argue with dumbasses all the time because of politics. That's not like the vibes I'm trying to do 24/7, arguing with stupid people in politics. Like all the time. No, ma'am. Blue Sky was doing good. I was making money. And then they changed their algorithm because they did have one a little bit. Now they have none. It's just a bunch of leftist content and furry porn. And they don't even correctly show my art on there, even when it is furry porn. Yeah, they don't. And they start flagging my videos. Flagging my videos. They don't have videos on there. They start flagging my photos, my art. They flagged my account. But I see people literally making the most heinous content you will see on 2008 4chan. Believe me, like I was there. I stopped being on 4chan when I was a kid because I saw pornography of the Cars franchise. Like, I know. Like, this shit's fucked. So it's like, those are my goals. And yeah. And this is the obvious thing. Don't ever get too comfortable, and don't rely your life on monopolized platforms, because they can either go underwater or they can just stricting. I'm trying to say like 2 words. They can make their rules stricter. They can require you to want to pay just to play, just to be seen. And Reddit became ass. Like, fuck you, Reddit. Like, I was making my coins on, do you see that? And now, like, I'm not balling like I used to. I'm not struggling, but it's just like, damn. So YouTube is my one, and then it's like YouTube with their algorithms ass. So it's just like, you know, I'm balling here. So there's my story. There's a piece of me for you. And that's like my example, because I've been self-employed and I still am. Every time I try to get a job, it never works out. So it's obviously, it means something. And then like I'm just finishing my college degree, and you know, AI art and outsourcing, and there's 30-year-olds fighting for $20 an hour graphic designer jobs. So just saying. So I do recommend you to write down your goals and things like that, so you do know and do have a clear plan of what you want. And then you can look and see, like, maybe I don't want to do this. Maybe I should do something different. Maybe this isn't that realistic. And then when you shoot for the stars, you might get to the clouds. When you shoot for Mars, you might get to a star, get to Pluto or something. Like, you still reach something. When you say I want to make $1 million a year, and we're making like $10,000 a year, instead of saying I want to make 50 grand a year, you might make like 25 grand for the 50 grand goal, but you might make 50 grand with the $1 million goal. You know what I'm trying to say? It makes you want to work harder and smarter to get to where you want to go. Next is your health. So with health, it's obvious you should have pictures of what you want to look like. Be realistic. This is one of the times you can't be unrealistic. And then implement what you will want to do to get to that point in eating right, in grocery shopping, in working out. I recommend everyone should work out, even if it's walking, and that's it. Self-explanatory. And working out is for free. I don't want to hear any excuses. You can work out for 10 minutes a day. I'm sorry. Eat my ass. Next is your life goals. Like, we all talked about like the responsibilities. We did. Now we have to make the concept of life goals. Do you want to go to Cancun? Do you want to dye your hair red? Do you want to know how to cook more? Going to knitting? You should write down the things that you want to do, and so you can work hard to try to achieve those hobbies or goals that you want to achieve. Like I said, just because you may not do it, it may give you the avenue to doing something or put you in a better mindset. There's always an improvement, a benefit of doing these and having the intentions of doing it. Exactly. And yeah, it's pretty much it. It's just basic things on what a person needs to do. And next is implementing these things. Don't wait 2 weeks until the fucking first happens. Do that shit now. Like, I literally started doing my first year, New Year activities, like, by December. Like, I'm literally was doing, like, I think, around the 14th. Why not start doing it now? I'm already thinking about it. So why not start doing it now? There's no excuses. You can do app crunches during those 5-minute YouTube ad breaks all the time. I know y'all niggas are broke as fuck. Y'all paying for Hulu ads. Hulu with ads. Yeah, so for those 2 minutes, you can do some squats. You can walk and be on TikTok, like dead ass, at the park or at the mall. You know, you can start saving $5. Like, I have a Roth IRA. I save like $8.50 a month. I think that's around $100 a year, almost $100 a year. Like, making excuses. Like, a penny makes a difference. So use that penny and become the fucking copper. Start taking care of your hair today. Use a hair mask. Mayonnaise, egg, avocado. The Dollar Tree. Go to the dollar store. Don't steal, but steal that shit. Like, start applying to jobs. You might get a call back in January. When you're over looking for jobs in January, like, oh, I need to get a job by January. Like, in January, I need to get a job by the fucking month ends. Well, you've probably applied in mid-December. You probably would have got that job. Colleges are more online than ever. Apply to an online community college. Do it now. You go part-time, like 6 units, 3 units. They don't care. They don't care what's half a unit. Like, they just want you to come in because they get money from that. Clocking your tea. Yeah, exactly. Drink more water. Water isn't cheap. I know water isn't cheap. Water isn't free, but it's there. You can go DoorDash to get a filtration system and put that shit on your sink. Clocked. You can go look on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, download apps for recipes. I have a fucking book. Go buy my goddamn book. A bunch of cute little recipes. Did it for fun. It's a fun made book. Like, my books aren't purposely professionally made. It's purposely made with the creativity and fun, like an art book. The shit I cook on there. I cook my shit. I cook everything. Everything I make, I put on that damn book. You can start now or go for free. You can go use 5 gallons of water and go to ChatGPT and ask them 3 ingredient $5 meal. Baked potato, asparagus, a $10 steak from the fucking grocery store. Like, I just ate you up. And then you just have to, like, give yourself affirmations every day. I recommend that because it really does help you, and it can basically brainwash you and formulate your brain into something different. It's basically the simplest thing of, like, people didn't know that they had insecurities till someone pointed them out. You liked your ears, you didn't even know that your ears were big or whatever, and someone points out how your ears are big and they look like, I don't know, a satellite system, like satellite dishes. Like, can I get some service off those big ass ears? They can keep saying that to you for 2 weeks. You might start getting insecure. And then you're thinking about, oh, get my ears pinned back. You know, it's a brainwash thing. Or you can make fun of me that you can't even see my damn ears. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. Oh, look like a monkey. No racial though, no racial. Anyways, I can get ear extension surgery. Get big ass ears. They say something about stereotype of black people with small ears, girl. You know how many heifers I've seen with big ears? Girl, anyways. Period. Like, literally, that's how it starts. Go into the window, shit, you can see yourself in that reflection. Go into the mirror and say, I'm beautiful, I look good, my body good. I know it's not good to use the validation of other people, but sometimes we need other people to tell us that we're good looking, we're okay, we're great, for us to believe it. Because we believe that we're ugly, bad, stupid, not good enough because other people told us. So it's the same thing. Oh, you know, body tea, like, they like refrigerator built bitches. They like guys, they like girls or guys with small penises. They like bitches with saggy titties. They like bald-headed bitches. That's definitely true. I've been purposely bald-headed multiple times and I chewed up. Like, I am smart and capable. I can read, I can write, shit. Even if you don't believe it, because eventually You might think, you know, in the beginning of your process with affirmations, I'm a 3 out of 10. By the time that you've been giving yourself these affirmations, forcing them into yourself, you might say, oh, 2 weeks later, I'm a 4 out of 10. After a few years go past or a year, you might think you're a 5 to a 7 or even 10 out of 10. I think everyone should believe they're a 10 out of 10. And that's based on literally like their personality, their appearance. I feel like everyone should appreciate who they are, but also recognize any deficits or things they have that may harm themselves or other people that they can improve on. Beyond so, if it doesn't harm anyone, there's not really an issue or a deficit with the person. So that's what I think you should do. And it works. Like I said, people get surgery because like people on average bully and point out the features in your face or the way you act, present yourself. So you shun them, you get surgery. So it works the same with affirmations. It works the same way with external validation and with internal validation. We are a community-based mammal group. So yeah, you get the point. You should follow people that looks like you that are successful. You should follow and look at content that favors towards the way you look or your intelligence level or your lifestyle. It might put you in a bit of an echo chamber for a bit, however, very much beneficial. And yeah, these are things I've used myself since I was a little baby that helped me and helped keep me afloat and keep me to not being insane and losing myself in the midst of chaos, abuse, and all of that. And I just do these things for fun, just whatever, I'm chill for fun. And it's a great way to know what you want, to clarify everything. It's a fun practice, it's a calming practice, it's beneficial for your brain, your body, your soul, your spirit. And it's just a cool way to just learn about who you are, what you want, and to improve yourself. Yeah, so I hope these 28 minutes, 30 minutes was enjoyable to you. I really do hope me pouring my heart out, like it's the truth, and this sharing, I hope it helps. Especially since I do want to pivot my content towards heart-to-heart videos. I like the content that is like technically educational and stuff like that, but I really just want to do something a bit different. I still like to teach people things, but it won't always be like that, you know? So I really do hope, like, because that's kind of the point, like it's a FaceTime like thing. I'm talking to you, I'm spending my time with you, I'm telling you everything. So I just hope like people like this video, even if it's one person, even if I do get the 58 views and nothing else at the maximum. So I love and care about you. So yeah, peace out. I hope you have a great day. I hope you have a good Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, Jehovah's Witness Day. Girl, we going to Islam. Hope you have a good anything, a good holiday. And at the end of the day, I understand, like at the end of the day, Christmas is not like a religious holiday. It's like a capitalist made holiday, a social holiday. Peace out. Don't eat me up. Oh my God.